Hi folks, George with Virtual Staging here. Today I'm going to show you something which some of you will be excited and others might be feel threatened. I don't know. If you remember, some time ago I've made a video on the virtual staging web-based software application where even if you don't have any experience, you can stage an image. Obviously it has to be vacant property, but let's guess, I mean, you don't have any experience, you upload the image, you pay 5 quid, 7 quid, 10 quid, dollars or whatever, and you have a stage image after 20 minutes or so. I mean, the video is somewhere in the corner here. You can go watch that one. Well, today is this. I wonder how far things can go. I mean, obviously, I don't feel threatened by this. Some of you might feel threatened, or maybe this is just a niche on its own, which is developing and progressing further. Recently, I've discovered another web-based software application, obviously under development, where you can stage a virtual staging image for $5 this time. Let me jump to my computer. I'm going to show you what I mean.
Let me present you autodesign.io. For those of you who watched already the video on Applied Design.io, this is the other virtual staging web-based application. The similarities are absolutely astonishing. The interface and everything looks almost identical. I'm not saying it is a copy or stolen information, but just everything looks identical, and therefore it was fairly easy for me to set up an account and try. With the registration, they give you 1 credit, so we can upload an image and stage it. As you can see, I've already uploaded this bedroom, and I'm going to give it a go. On the first look, the website, the general page of the website looks unpolished. I suppose they've been super in a hurry to launch the system. It takes around 7 to 10 minutes for the software to come up with the solution of the perspective match and to give you the option to connect and start staging. But before the image was completed, I decided to take a look on what other options they have on the website for the users to read or to go through, and I've checked the catalog option. And at first I wasn't impressed because I don't understand if the categories
5
are
minutes
based on a
later.
room or objects, because as you can see, bar stool categories, outdoor and media rooms, and somehow it's very unpolished. They even have a tutorial video where you can just watch how to work with the system and what you can do with that system. Very straightforward, almost exactly what I'm showing you on this tutorial I'm producing, except the comments of pros and cons. At first, as I said, the system looks very identical to the Applied Design.io, with the minor exceptions actually at the end, which is really surprising. I think this is a really good thing. These guys, they do offer as well 360 degrees. I did not check that because I did not really have the time, and that was not planned, basically plan of the video. After some time, I managed to find what I was looking for, and that was the bedroom section. These are the scenes of bedrooms with corresponding models. By my estimation, you have like a 100 plus models that you can choose. Nothing really interesting. I mean, obviously it's okay if you're somebody who is just looking at this for the first time and never have done virtual staging, you don't have any experiences, and you're just looking to use this web application to stage the photos and upload them on the real estate portal, blah blah. But apart of that, it's okay. Once my image was done, I proceeded and I was looking to stage again. I don't really like this confusion. You have like categories based on objects and scenes, and it's a bit, this system, it does look unpolished and unfinished, and I suppose that is the case, but they decided to launch this to give it a go, and somebody like myself to pick it up and to digest this for the public, and it will take off potentially. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Leave a comment down below in the comments. Do you feel threatened by $5 services like these ones, where potentially your own clients can go and stage the photos by themselves, and in a way you become redundant? Or this is just a part of the niche, another niche within the niche, where somebody who is not really looking to spend a lot of money, but they want the service anyway. It is just placed under the sun for them to do that anyway. Well, for myself personally, these type of people and clients are not really my own clients, because they never reach out to me, because they know what I'm trying to provide to them. It is very different from what they are looking. As you can see, exactly the same like Apply Design workflow, drag and drop. You have all of the models, just the system, the way of how they load is slightly different. Basically there are some bugs. As you can see, the system managed to get the slope basically of the ceiling and everything else, but it didn't get the back side of the wall, that right hand side wall behind the bed, and it's not annoying. Obviously it's not something really super complicated. For this specific occasion, I've picked up a slightly complicated image where we have strong sunlight present. And I know these softwares, they work on I suppose, based on the HDRI methods of lighting, where they establish which is the brightest point within an image, and this is where they place some average light. At least this is my understanding. I've never spoken to anyone behind these systems to understand how these work. But this is a problem, because you will not get the sunlight onto your objects, and this is a problem. As you can see, this is the website of the application. Obviously this has to be sent somewhere to remote servers to be rendered, but once this is done, you will see at the end the image. It does not have a light. It is the sunlight. It has a light, it have shadows and stuff, but you do not have the presence of sunlighting. And this is obviously something that you can cheat and do it in Photoshop or any other editing program which deals with photos. But if you're really a newbie, you're not supposed to have these skills. So yeah, this is one of the things I'm really fussy about. But apart of that, to be honest, part of the minor glitches, like where I'm trying to drag and drop some of the stuff, as you can see, this specific model wasn't working, and yeah, it just sometimes it's okay. I mean, for $5 it is absolutely brilliant. Well, to be able to get these $5 stuff, you have to buy in advance more than 20 photos, I think, or I might be wrong. I mean, go and check on their website. The website, by the way, will be with link down below in the comments. Don't forget to comment what do you think about these web-based applications. Do you use them? Do you feel threatened that they will basically take over the market at some point, or they're just part of your tool for delivering good quality results? Because, for example, what I see this is, if you're a virtual staging provider, you can potentially use these platforms to do the quick jobs, the minor jobs, and just spend a bit more time after that in post to improve the quality and deliver that to the client. Obviously, if that's your thing you're looking after. As you can see, I'm reaching out almost at the end of the process for staging that, where I've basically sent the image to rendering. It's very fairly straightforward, and once I get the image back, you will notice there are a few more buttons than what we used to with Apply Design. Additional buttons are for adjusting the intensity, contrast, saturation of your photo, which is, I find it really interesting. This is really a nice addition to this web-based software, and it is a convenience for the newbie user who is like totally unknowledge on those things, and it gives them the ability to slightly improve the image. Obviously you can see around the window there are leftover bugs and stuff, but once you download and the separate files, the PNG and the JPEG, potentially, if you have any understanding and knowledge of Photoshop or any other editing program, you can separate those two layers. You can use your main image and erase the bugs from that image. That's one of the other problems. I mean, you need to learn how to deal with those issues, otherwise you can't really yeah, it's just you're stuck with what you've got here on the screen.